Thank you very much for inviting. So I'm Valto Loikkanen, and I'm going to be talking about the talking product. So one quick alert, there's going to be plenty of QR codes to scan, so pick your phone and make sure you scan the codes along the way. Here's my AI twin. So you can also chat with me while I'm talking, asking about the presentation, asking about my life if you are curious. But basically you can check anything that I'm speaking about and the previous slide, if you will. So most of the AI things that have existed in the past and what exist in the active conversations are focused on internal productivity, so increasing things internally in the company, business processes, and so forth. But we are more interested on the market side, so actually creating new experiences, creating new products to the markets that actually get to utilize these new technologies. So with talking product AI, basically any product can come to life as a digital persona. So that means that customers can just simply talk with the products. So something like that has never been possible before, realistically. So what do you do when you actually make your product come to life? Talking is the most natural interface that exists. We are all born with that capability, well, not right away, but in a couple of years we learn to speak. So computers have been clumsy with so awful interfaces. I have had to struggle decades with those. So talking is amazing new interface that you can basically bring any information to life. Not only that, these new tools give us ways to talk in any language, myself included. You can talk even Swedish, which I don't know that well as a Finnish person. So, but not only that, they also offer technical interface. So it's not only different languages between humans and computers. These new AIs know how to talk computers to computers throughout the same interface. So what are the key components of the talking product AI? Basically, there's three significant aspects. One is the knowledge base, which encapsulates all of your product information at unlimited levels of content that you can have. Then you have the AI persona, a digital persona, that you should align with your product brand, however you want that to be represented. And final, and maybe the biggest new thing for any company, is the insights that you can capture through interactions that happen through these digital personas. So consider the knowledge base. You can put all your product information, your brand information, your company information, and you can keep going and going. Brand story, product history, recipes for products, instructions, and so forth. And not only that, it's actually a very efficient knowledge management tool because you don't have to worry about information architecture or how do you organize that information. That part is done automatically. So think of going beyond your individual product details so you can have the basic things. Let's imagine a popcorn by, let's say, Texas popcorn, and you can have the brand and all the things about that. But not only that, you can have the whole history of popcorn, the ways, funny tips about that, how do you cook with popcorns, what's the origin of that, and so forth. And then you can be on, product category like snacks if you are maker of such products. As such, you have then interactive AI persona that basically delivers that information, and it can also personalize it in contextual way, considering are you scanning that and having that conversation in the store, or are you having it at the home with your products? Now think about that all of us have hundreds of products in our daily life on a weekly basis, throughout our life, throughout our different life situations. So that leads to insights. So all of these interactions are fully transparent to the product owner. You can see all the conversations happening by all of the individuals having those conversations in real time. And of course, these are anonymized by default, and if you want to take it further, then there's solutions for that as well. I'll get to those as well. So one, you can think of it like, okay, this is raw data, it's just the interactions, what happens, but what you can do with that is you can drive that automatically through sentiment analysis for positive, negative, is it a task that someone is trying to complete, what type of scenarios are they interacting, and so forth. And this takes me to the QR codes. So QR codes are really the bridge between the physical world and the digital world. So QR codes are obviously growing like weeds everywhere. There's many reasons for that. COVID was one with your, like vaccination card. But nevertheless, you look at the products today in stores, you can see more and more of them. Here's one of the most recent studies just from this month, basically, that gives that specifically the next generation is expecting way more than you can put in the physical product labels. So it's very simple. Here's our demo product. It's actually circulating somewhere here. We have 2 beer cans that you can experience that feeling, scan the code, open that interface. It's all about the experience itself. It's not just a theoretical thing that you have to imagine. So scan the code. You don't need any special applications or devices. It's just your phone that knows how to take it to the website, and it's a standard browser interface. So let's look at some examples. So we made this made-up beer because one of the aha moments for us was in sauna, of course, in Finland. So anyway, you can chat with the beer, have a conversation. I'm not saying that, well, you can do it if you're lonely with the beer, but it's just fun stuff out there. This is a one product. We wanted to also make an interesting product that is totally new, that you for sure would be curious as a Finnish person, again, related to sauna. So this is a new type of sauna scoop, and I'm not going to tell you more about the product because you can scan the code and learn yourself, but it's quite interesting, and it has a very touching story of a family business behind it as well. And of course, there's a talking product AI about talking product, because of course there should be. So as I said, a lot of QR codes. So consumer benefits. So it's instant access to relevant product information and way beyond. It's context-specific responses based on the usage and available at any language without any extra cost. For businesses, it provides support limitless information, so you can have extremely vast amount of information without any consideration. How do we organize this information? It's from brand-specific details to further on, continuously expandable without any added complexity. Most importantly, it's way better customer experience. That's the key. That's where the background comes from. And deeper insights about the behavior of your information. It's like being a fly in the room when other people talk about your product. And the best of all, these technologies are really effective and affordable. So I put an example here from our pricing. You can get going with 39 euros a month for single product, and you get all of this out of the bat, and you can be having this in your products in 2 weeks. It basically scales from there to large installations for companies that have hundreds of products. It can be integrated to your systems and so forth, but obviously that goes into more custom support needs. And the beauty of that is that any information you update, everyone has that problem of how do we should update our website because we have new things. Here you can just drop new information in, and it's right after that it's available to all customers interacting with the product. So on the privacy side, we are partnering with personal data technology by Prefina, of course, considering my own background. But this basically enables to use very rich personal data in the interactions while maintaining GDPR compliance, so that no personal data information is exposed to the brand owner. It's more at the demographics level. So future potential, you can imagine if you start now, what are all the AR, VR things coming? What are all the robots coming? All of those different things in the future. How does your products integrate into that future if it doesn't have a smarter interface to do so? So the customer interface development, what we see is that this is the current very analog, very manual interaction that happens. When we go forward with product AI, we can see that now we can have 24/7 unlimited interactions at any language happening with your product information and the customers. But it doesn't stop there, obviously. The world keeps going, and on the other side, on the customer side, there's going to be more and more personal AIs, because we are also helping to build those, that interact with product information directly from AI to AI. So you don't want to have humans communicating with AIs when you have AIs on the customer side. So basically, it means that you need to start scaling up today. That's it. Thank you. That was Talking Product, and I'm Valto Loikkanen, and here's my AI twin again.
Thank you, Valto. Cool. We can start to talk with products and learn from them. Yes. All right. Hey, let's take a few questions from the audience. Patrick.
Your presentations said that you have like this QR code on the product. But wouldn't it be more cost efficient in many places to have it on the shelf? Like in Alko, you could have some comment about for what food is this wine suitable or things like this, and that could be maybe on the shelf, so you don't need to have it on all bottles which are produced somewhere in Chile and Argentina and France and so on.
Yeah, of course you can implement the solution in many ways. The key point is that physical products are totally underutilized channel. Like you own the products, you own the shelf space there, and the product goes home with you. And think of your toothpaste at home, or think of your dishes like there, or think of your cleaning products at home, just scanning the code and getting advice on how do I get rid of this stain. So it's a longer experience with the product. It doesn't start it starts at the store, but it continues throughout your life, or the product's life, if you will.
Puhuvat one question, like cross-product and cross-brand, like sharing, like for example, as a customer, if I want to ask something, I don't want to repeat it necessarily, but also from the insights perspective. So have you looked into this? Do you have something like a Supercell ID or something? It's like kind of cross-product and cross-brand insights. Like, can I like tell something what was asked about some competitor's product, for example?
All right.
Like
so
this,
of course, the product information that comes from a physical product, or it can of course be a service product as well. That insight belongs to the product owner or the service owner. So unless they share it, it's not available. So the knowledge that the AI has and accumulates is isolated from the insights that it accumulates. So you cannot ask from the product, hey, what was asked before by someone else, or what was the insight? But let's say that in a case of multiple products by same product owner or manufacturer, they can refer to each other. So they can refer like this product, well, I'm not an expert of cleaning house, as I'm a toothpaste, but sometimes I'm used to clean up something from my clothes. But here's another AI that can help you with that.
Imagine if the product would have sense of humor. If I would ask for my toothbrush, that how long do you last, and then I would, can I use you for cleaning toilet, and then there was like some really good punchlines that yeah, sure, but do your teeth first.
But how much brand likeness can you have within your products? Meaning that if I'm talking to BMW brand, which is a stiff German brand, and then kind of Red Bull, which is more kind of a quirky brand, how much you can incorporate those ones?
So yeah, definitely, like this is a whole new opportunity to kind of reestablish your brand in a totally new type of user or customer experience. So So obviously there's a lot of different technologies already available, and we don't claim to have all of those technologies on our side, but there are plenty of technologies like also radars that can be utilized. So whatever is the type of brand that you want to represent, how do you want that to represent, is also, think of those like product criteria in a technical sense to feed to the system. And additionally also that it could be also personalized. So there's also opportunity how much you want to give to the customer side for them to allow how this product talks to me, like always refer me as Mr. XYZ, you know, like don't call me by my first name, always full name.
Yes.
Thanks.